All right, if you guys could see what's on the screen right now, I have 95% win rate. That is not true. It's actually more than that. But the thing is, my wins does not count anymore in player match. Literally, they will not go up anymore due to I don't know what glitch. I'm just thinking I won too many times. Only my losers count now. I bring that up to tell you this because the thing is, I try to give some people advice on this game on players who I'm playing. I can't give you advice if you don't want to listen to it. You know, but one thing I don't want people trying to argue with me and trying to tell me something about the game when literally you have not put in the same amount of time that I have. Don't tell me what's fair and what's not. I put in way more time than you. Have over 5,000 and something hours in this game, literally. And I stay in training mode. Sometimes I spend a whole day in training mode. I used to know like this game. I go to work and stuff, but I still play when I can. I bring all that up because I really want to see players get better, but I won't get better listening to these average at best YouTubers. They're good at making content, yes, but actually playing the game, no. You know, yeah, they could say they don't. You could say that they don't care about competitiveness of this and that and whatnot. But I really don't get how you could keep complaining about, saying you don't care and yet you're still complaining about, you know, fairness. That's literally all the same thing. They go hand in hand, when it comes to competitive play. Nothing's competitive if someone's cheating. If it's just if the odds are just completely stacked against you, that's not competitive. Just being realistic. All right, y'all, let's get into it. First thing you should stop doing in order to improve generically just than playing the game is stop playing with your friends. You're playing with your friends way too often. I'm telling you, it puts you in a bad mentality. You get so accustomed to your friends and you don't play against nobody else. I understand you want to play this game for fun, but if you actually want to improve and get better, you gotta stop playing your friends. At least if you're gonna play them, don't play them all goofy like. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. Because then when you go fight someone else and they're not doing the same things, they're not playing by the same rules you and your buddy play by, and then now apparently what they're doing is not fair. You know, it puts you in a bad mentality. And then that goes into basically advice or tip number two when it comes to improving and getting better at this game. Some things you can apply to other games. The second thing that players need to start doing, or at least stop doing, is complaining about everything. You make a goddamn excuse for everything, and honestly, no one cares. The reason no one cares is because a lot of the times it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical shit. Oh, what you're doing is not fair. What you're doing is not fair. You know what I'm saying? And then immediately pick Broly next match to try to grab your ass at the World Tournament stage. You get mad at someone grabbing you with Goku or something, and then you talk about, oh, I'm finna give you a taste of your own medicine. You reap what you sow. Then pick Goku and do it. It's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it really that's a toxic mindset to me. Having a toxic mindset does not make you play better. Honestly, it does not. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the gameplay I have right now. Really, I was supposed to put this on I'm using regular Janemba because I play with default characters. I was supposed to put this on a Janemba compilation video I was going to do because literally I just been bodying people with default Janemba. I don't use customs much. I want to show people what I can do with what they gave me. But besides that, that's getting off topic. Now, on to the next tip. Play different characters, not just your custom character, but more in a sense, play the default builds. Don't play the custom. I know they got the customs now. The reason they have a lot of custom things, of course, is cool. I like the custom design, but they have custom partners and stuff. They have all that now because it's to encourage people to play these characters that people think are weak and that they suck. No, you see me bodying this lame ass nigga. Well, he didn't do nothing right, but you see how I'm doing that player. You see how I'm doing this player right now, and it's on. But don't hate towards him. You know, yeah. I mean, he got hard. He was trying to learn. You know, so my lobby says experts only. I tell people experts only. So and I end up going in the paint on them just for the original characters. But but the thing I'm trying to get at is we get crutch. We get too just like with our friends, we get too crushed and accustomed to the RPG aspect, and we don't embrace the fighting aspect. We get so used to only having certain move sets because people love bending Kamehameha. It's a simple move. It's easy. It's beginner friendly. Players they like all this beginner friendly moves. But if you really want to test yourself and push yourself to the limits, I advise you start using more different moves and stuff like Destructo Disc and things and whatnot. When I customize my characters, I create full presets, and I don't like to add on stuff that doesn't mix typically because it bothers me personally. Like you want to see me put on Frieza's moves and then put on a Kamehameha wave, like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I put on full power energy wave at that. I put on things that work. Also, when it comes to building a, a preset, I might elaborate and make a whole nother video on this. But when it comes to creating presets, a lot of you guys are not doing your best at it. Honestly, I will see some of you guys with 10 times Kamehameha on and like the regular Kamehameha. Like, the hell are you doing? You should put on moves that complement each other. Honestly, put on moves that complement each other and that go towards your playstyle. Like with Krillin, with custom Krillin, if I ever do use him, of course he has his homing charge key blast. People don't use that as much as they should. Use your homing key. I use his homing key blast, and then I combine it. I'll use not just in combos, but of course I could combo into Destructo Disc or Super Destructo Disc. But also this, but they have two different purposes. Super Destructo Disc is supposed to be like a fast, long range, unblockable, and it's wide. You're not sidestepping that realistically, you know. And then the regular Destructo Disc is slower. It's slower. That doesn't make it worse. It's slower for a reason. It has homing. So the thing is, it creates something that the opponent has to deal with. They have to deal with it. It's an unblockable that's following them. They have to deal with it. It forces them to do something, and so that whatever they react to, or how you suspect them to react, then you make your choice upon that on what you want to do next. Like throw a consecutive energy wave, or if they end up doing a step dash, you can end up burst dashing them, things like that, or just run up to them and continue to add that pressure, things like that. There's so many options, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to builds. All right, and the final tip, what I think this is like the fifth one, guys. Seriously, y'all keep complaining about a lot of stuff in this game. Some people I really won't listen to because they're gonna complain regardless. It sounds like someone complaining about a game that they wasn't even planning on playing in the first place. No one gives a damn. It's like someone whining about Fortnite. You know, but no one uses training mode as much as they should. This game, I understand. I do criticize it a little bit because I think some games they should give better explanations for certain things and whatnot. But honestly, they have a tutorial mode that no one uses really, because you think you know everything. That's probably why you're struggling because you think you know everything. He's key blasting, he's running this and that. You doing all this and that. Okay, so when players start whining like that, basically I tell them, I'm saying, so basically you've done everything in your power to fight me, and it is me. So I'm the problem. You've done everything. So what you saying that you should have won? It was me because they like to say things like, "Oh, well, if you wasn't running around, if you wasn't spamming circle, I would have won. I'm like, shit. You would have won if I put the controller down too. You would have won if I stopped pressing square. You saying it doesn't make a point. You saying a sentence doesn't make a point. But seriously, there's so much stuff you can learn from training mode. Like go practice some stuff, especially things you struggle with, you need to go practice those the most. Like you have a hard time reacting to certain moves and stuff, you need to go practice that. Stop joining these groups with these weirdos like Jet Engine and them anyone with Sonic in their name. Any Uchiha, and you're playing Dragon Ball, your name's Uchiha, bro, you got problems. I'm just gonna be real with you. I know a lot of them people are toxic. A lot of them people are toxic, and they join them toxic groups. It's not gonna help you. Go on training mode and practice for yourself to get better at the game. If not, ask a genuine friend of someone who may know who may be better experienced, and ask them how to deal with this situation. And if they give you some bullshit answer like, oh, like if their answer is for you to just go pick a certain character, they're not helping you. Pick a certain move, they're not helping you. Oh, you just pick it. Oh, not they're not really helping you. They're not doing you no good. They don't know the answer either. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point where you see if you can start asking questions. Try to find the answer yourself. That's the time. Training mode. It's a safe place to practice these moves and stuff. If you actually took fights with your friends seriously, that's a safe way to practice too. But not realistically, because a lot of you guys hold egos and stuff, and apparently no one has room to lose. I'm looking at all you guys win rates and stuff, but we all act like we can't lose a match or two. I'm looking at all you guys win rates, like be like 40 some of y'all be 30 atrocious, fucking 58, 60 and stuff, and then y'all act like y'all don't have you act like there's no room, like it's not okay to we all lose sometimes. Sometimes my controller died. That's but yeah, but seriously, but come on, man, because I think the game works best when you're enjoying yourself and you really want to learn. That's with any game. That's with Tekken. That's with Mortal Kombat. That's with Multi Rage. But anyway, just embrace the game for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I would be hopefully releasing some more videos, give players a tutorial or two. You know, going to make a lot of videos over the future to kind of expand and to really nail in these small categories and topics on certain things and stuff. Maybe like with perfect blocking, key canceling, key stunning, whatnot, whatever y'all want to call it. Things, because instead of you complaining, I want you to get better. Honestly, I want my game to be seen as in a more competitive aspect than just toxic anime trolls crying, crying, and then no one wants to give a rematch because they're playing with ego. Like people don't lose. But I think I ran it enough today. What was that, 5? I'm gonna look stupid if it's not 5. I gave you 5 tips on how to be a better player at Xenoverse 2. You've heard this from literally, arguably, the best player in the game. Take this as you will, and good day.